Welcome to another enlightening video where we unravel the mysteries of money and personal finance. Today we turn our sights to a topic that's both intriguing and important. 5 things poor people waste their money on. Now, it's crucial to note that our intention isn't to pass judgment or make sweeping generalizations. Rather, we aim to shed light on common financial pitfalls that anyone can fall into, regardless of their economic status. By identifying these money drains, we hope to empower you with the knowledge to make better financial decisions. We'll explore each item on the list, dissect its implications, and offer practical suggestions to help you avoid these unnecessary expenditures. So whether you're looking to save more, spend less, or simply gain a better understanding of how money works, this video is for you. Stay tuned as we dive into the first thing that drains money unnecessarily. If you are enjoying this content, and you do not want to miss future videos filled with even more tips, tricks, and inspiration, hit that subscribe button now to stay tuned with us and remember to comment and share. First up on our list is unnecessary luxuries. Now don't get me wrong, luxuries are not inherently bad. They can bring joy, comfort, and sometimes even enhance productivity. But when these luxuries become a financial burden, we need to step back and reassess. We've all been there. You see that latest smartphone and you think, I've got to have that. Or perhaps it's that designer handbag that's been calling your name from the store window, or the flashy sports car that would make heads turn as you drive by. These high-end gadgets, designer clothes, and luxury cars are alluring. They promise status, style, and sophistication. But let's face it, they also come with a hefty price tag, one that can leave your wallet feeling light and your bank account looking grim. Here's a thought to ponder. Are these items truly necessary? Do they contribute to your well-being and happiness in the long run? Or are they momentary distractions, providing fleeting satisfaction while draining your hard-earned money? Let's take the example of a top-tier smartphone. Yes, it has an amazing camera, a sleek design, and a plethora of features. But do you really need all that if you're using it just for calls, texts, and the occasional selfie? A mid-range phone can serve these purposes just as well, at a fraction of the cost. Similarly, designer clothes and high-end cars may be symbols of status, but they do little to enhance your quality of life beyond that. A well-tailored suit from a lesser-known brand can look just as sharp, and a reliable, fuel-efficient car can get you from point A to point B just as effectively. The key here is to live within your means. If a luxury item is going to stretch your budget, it's probably not a wise investment. A good rule of thumb to follow is this: if you can't afford it twice, you can't afford it. So before you make that next big purchase, pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Your future self with a healthier bank balance will thank you for it. Remember, if you can't afford it twice, you can't afford it. Next, we have the trap of high interest debt. This is a snare that many people, particularly those struggling with finances, often find themselves ensnared in. It's like a spider's web. The more you struggle, the deeper you get entangled. Let's take a common example. Payday loans. These are short-term, high-interest loans that people take out to tide them over until their next paycheck. It seems like a quick fix, right? But the reality is that the interest rates can be exorbitant, sometimes even as high as 300% annually. You might think you're just borrowing until your next paycheck, but in reality, you're digging yourself a deeper hole. Then, there's credit card debt. It's so easy to swipe that plastic for purchases big and small. But if you're not paying off your balance in full each month, you're racking up interest. And with interest rates often in the double digits, that debt can spiral out of control before you even realize it. These forms of high-interest debt can have serious implications. They can keep you trapped in a cycle of debt where you're constantly borrowing to pay off past loans. This not only affects your current financial situation, but can also impact your future financial health, making it harder to save or invest for the future. But there's good news. There are alternatives out there. Low-interest loans, for example, are a much more affordable option. These loans have lower interest rates, making it easier to pay them back. Then there's debt consolidation, where you combine all your debts into one loan with a lower interest rate. This can make your debt more manageable and help you get out of the debt cycle. It's important to remember that while these alternatives can help, the best course of action is to avoid high-interest debt in the first place. Be mindful of your spending, create a budget, and stick to it. Avoid high-interest debt like a plague. It's a financial sinkhole. With savvy financial choices, you can avoid falling into this trap and set yourself on the path to financial freedom. Third on our list is fast food and unhealthy eating. Now, this is a trap that quite too many of us fall into. It's often so much easier to grab that double cheeseburger from the drive-thru than to cook a meal at home. But have you ever stopped to consider the implications of this habit both for your wallet and your health? Let's talk numbers. The average American reportedly spends around $3,000 on dining out every year, with a large chunk of that going to fast food. That's a significant portion of one's income, particularly for those struggling financially. And while it may seem like fast food is the cheaper option in the short term, the long-term financial burden it brings is far greater. How so, you ask? Well, consider the health implications. Regular consumption of fast food laden with high levels of fat, sugar, and salt can lead to a slew of health problems including obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. The medical costs associated with managing these conditions can be astronomical, not to mention the impact on one's quality of life. So, what's the solution? It's simpler than you might think. Cooking at home is not only healthier but also significantly cheaper. By preparing meals at home, you can control what goes into your food and, by extension, your body. Plus, you'd be surprised at how much you can save. Imagine this. The $5 you spend on a fast food meal could easily cover the cost of a home-cooked meal for 2 or more. Over time, these savings add up, freeing up your resources for other important financial goals. And remember, this isn't just about money, it's also about your health, your longevity, your quality of life. By making healthier choices, you're investing in your future. A future where you're not only financially secure, but also fit and healthy. So the next time you're tempted to hit up that drive-thru, think twice. Cook a meal at home. Your wallet and your waistline will thank you. Eat healthily, live longer, and save more. Fourth on our list is lottery tickets. A ticket, a gamble, a chance to strike it rich instantly. That's the allure of the lottery. It's a relatively small investment with the potential for a massive payoff. But is it really a smart way to spend your money? The odds of winning a typical lottery jackpot are astronomically low. Think about it. In many cases, you're more likely to be struck by lightning twice than to win the lottery. Yet many individuals, particularly those struggling financially, pour money into lottery tickets, hoping to escape their financial woes in one fell swoop. Lottery tickets are a dream, a tantalizing promise of an easy life, but they're not a sound financial decision. The money you spend on lottery tickets can quickly add up, and the odds of seeing a return on that investment are slim to none. Now imagine if that money were put to better use. Instead of spending $5 on a lottery ticket, what if you invested that money in yourself? That could mean a number of things. Perhaps it's buying a book that could educate you on a new skill, or maybe it's saving up for a course or certification that could increase your earning potential in your current job. Investing in yourself is the real ticket to success. By focusing on your personal growth and development, you're not just taking a shot in the dark and hoping for the best, like you would with a lottery ticket. You're actively working towards improving your situation, and the odds of success, they're significantly higher when you invest in yourself. Unlike the lottery, where your chances of winning are largely out of your control, your success when you invest in yourself is directly tied to the effort you put in. The bottom line is this: lottery tickets are not a solution to financial struggles. They're a distraction, a false hope. It's far more beneficial to focus on personal development and financial literacy. Invest in yourself, not in lottery tickets. Your odds of success are much higher. Finally, we have reached the end of our list. We've traversed through the 5 common pitfalls where many people often misplace their hard-earned money. Unnecessary luxuries, high-interest debt, fast food and unhealthy eating habits, and lottery tickets are just the tip of the iceberg. But remember, these are not inherently bad. It's about how we manage them. The key to better financial health lies in financial literacy and smart spending. It's about understanding the value of money, making informed decisions, and investing in things that bring long-term benefits. Let's challenge ourselves to be more mindful about our expenditures and strive to break free from the cycle of financial instability. After all, financial freedom isn't a far-fetched dream. It's a possibility that can be grasped with the right choices and a bit of discipline. Subscribe, like, and share our content if you found it helpful. Remember, financial freedom is within your reach if you make smart choices. See you in our next video.